We're all just learning when it comes to controlling our emotions or the way we react to people. I can so relate as an Aries, trying to push my buttons, like trying to get me to explode. You, angry, is humorous to them. Who's your audience? Like, why are you angry? When I came to that conclusion, it shifted for me. It's like, these people are trying to piss me off. Seeing it coming. And zoom out. When you're in the actual moment, zoom out in that moment and get yourself up into the clouds and look down and go, it's dense down there, isn't it? Like the energy is dense. We're programmed to get angry. We're programmed to take everything so seriously. It's like, we take everything way too seriously, and not one of us is getting out of here alive. When you recognise where the issue's coming in and people are trying to push your buttons purposely, there's going to be forces that work through them that get them to do it 5 or 10 times just to really say and make sure that you can switch off to it, because you need to be able to go, oh, really, you want me to be angry right now? Fuck yeah, I ain't no one's puppet. Like, some people call it spiritual bypassing, but there's extra work that you've got to do in the background. It's expressing emotion. Go for a walk, the gym, create yourself a vlog. You've got to process all that energy that's in there, because we've got heaps of anger within us. But it's when we're holding a hot rock in our hand, which is anger, and trying to throw it at another person, our hand's getting burnt in the process. Drop the rock and zoom out, and forgiveness is always for us. If you've got some stuff deep within that's making you angry, quite often there's grief under anger, and you've got to process, like, cry alone. I cried for hours and hours, but it was processing emotion. You're going to get more in contact with the ancestors, because the ancestors, or whoever your higher powers are in your life, are going to see you cry tears, and they're going to go, they won't have none of that. What it can do when a person with a really good heart cries, like the forces that you've gathered, your soul's gathered across the multi-dimensional levels of your being, across lifetimes, they all come together to support you. Have to cry, process these feelings, and you'll find once you've got these feelings processed, so like if you're going to the gym, or you've just got to let out the emotions prior, because otherwise we're walking around like ticking time bombs, like, anybody will say something, I'll fuck you up. But we can't be like that, because it would make too many people happy. What impact is it, and how many people are you going to affect with it? Are you going to hurt somebody, or are you just going to yell? Humiliation rituals, specifically to cause depression, to cause feeling of helplessness, to cause powerlessness. And what does it force a person to do? Either go into a mental hospital and have to sort it out, neck themselves, just be taken off the earth by some other bastard. Yeah, have been guided away from some pretty hairy situations. What I found was people specifically going out of their way, trying to get a reaction, releasing emotion, and, like processing it, because it's everything we don't process. Taking up a sport, boxing, kickboxing, just going down to the pub, necking beers and getting pissed off at the world. Look at society putting the extra pressures on us as well. 40% of the population they're able to control your mind with it as well, the antidepressants. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm a realist. I understand what's going on in the world. People being put in situations of lack of money, lack of freedom, prices in the shops up. They're trying to say the cost of living is really high at the moment, blah, blah, blah. It's out of their hands, all this inflation. It's just to stress the public out. It's just to make sure everybody feels powerless, when really the power's in your hand when you turn off the TV, when you turn off the dickhead trying to push your buttons. We are actually such powerful creators. They activate within the news the reptilian brain, so this part in here, and they want us living from a fearful situation. They actually fear the people who don't run off fear, they run off happiness. When they're doing the marketing tests, are these people fear driven, satisfaction driven to work out how they're going to sell their product to them? Majority of people are fear based. So because that's what they feed off. I said, I'm no one's puppet. I don't dance for you. Don't you be anyone's puppet either. When you see it coming, if you've done the extra parts and gone in and cried on your own and released emotion that's built up over what, 20, 30, 40 years, men get taught not to release emotion. So we've been left with this stunted kind of depraved society that doesn't seem to care enough about other members of society. Do you know the grand final is the most domestic violence that is witnessed all year? It happens on grand final night, and it's a harvest system. It's messed up. When in truth, when you go deep within and you meet the two parts of yourself, the darkness within you and the light within you, it kind of combusts, and you don't feel the need to want to take out that anger on other people. It's more, use it as a
constantly
defense,
like processing everything that you're feeling rather than pushing it away.
You creating the best life.
That's the way to go. And I'm not saying do it around your family.
Down.
Go away for a week on your own and do it. Like, do the work, do the hard stuff. Look at everything that's happened in your life, how it made you feel, and put it on a vlog. You don't even have to show anybody, but release the emotion. Once you've done this, you're going to find that you get to be in control of your reactions. Do I react to that? Oh, fuck them. And it's on your timing too, because you can decide to get all upset in the moment, or you can just be stoic in the moment and be the observer. Because at the end of the day, no matter the trauma, no matter what we've been through, zoom out, it just ain't that serious. And we can choose to be angry, but we can choose to be happy. And you know what? Choosing to be happy is absolute defiance to the system that tried to create a fucking depressed, sad individual that would sacrifice themselves for the system. Nah, we don't feed loosh over here. We're happy. We got high vibrations. Our frequencies increase when we realize we can make that choice and choose to be happy anyway. Just choose it. It's like forgiving somebody. You're not going to actually ever feel that, I within, I'm ready to forgive you. No, our words are so powerful that you're going to turn around and go, I forgive you. And you're not even going to mean it when you say it, but it will release something. Because whether we're driving a race car or playing a race car game, our brain doesn't know the difference. So if we turn around and say we forgive, that changes our world automatically. It's really a strange thing to be able to grasp, because I did hear a video of just how do you forgive somebody when they fucked you up like this and this and this? Well, how do you? It's very difficult accepting that it wasn't them, it was a demonic force working through them, which literally I have seen an entity go from one body to another body to another body to just seriously fuck with me. Like, think the Matrix, Agent Smith, and break the Matrix. It's really just breaking all the matrices that have been built up around us and freeing ourselves from it. That's what it is. And just going, wow, it's not that serious. I can choose to be happy and I can choose to forgive. And every time you think about that thing that makes you angry, just say to yourself, I choose to forgive. Will you actually forgive in that moment? No, but over time you will, and your life will change because of it. Your life will change because of the stories that you tell yourself inside your head. Like when I'm talking, we're powerful creators, it is on such a level that our hearts can actually shift the trajectory of the world. And that's why we get traumatized as children. That's why they try to take beings of love and light off the earth by distorting them and creating illusions around them. And anything that we're fearful of, it is an illusion. So fearful of not having money, fearful of anything really that they could put in our faces. Like go back to 2020 when they had us all sitting on our chairs, rocking, going, oh my gosh, contagion has exploded throughout the earth. That felt so unnatural to me that I realized it was an illusion at that time, because no, just no. Anything that brings that amount of fear is an illusion, and they can take anything from you with fear, you know, take your money, take your life, take your freedom, take anything, but it's all just an illusion. And some people are just destined to repeat it over and over. And there are a lot of people, dark people on the planet at the moment that are just realizing and coming to grips with everyone can see them now. Like they are no longer hidden. And a lot of structures in society and things that have gone on since the medieval ages when darkness truly descended upon the earth, and that is the Piscean age of darkness that we did exist in. And it was all secrets, mirrors, it was illusion and collusion and a bunch of nasty fucks that got off on hurting good people because it made them feel good. Like they must just be seeing themselves in light and seeing that everybody else can see them. And a lot of them are, you know, taking themselves off the planet. There's been a lot of processing of these entities, because if you think we can let in 90% of the light. Oh, I'm going to stop here because I'm making this video too long.